Okay, so you probably all know Dream and Tommyinnit. I'm sure you probably do. So I'm just gonna draw them really quickly, just so that we can have some base stuff for them. Okay, so this is Dream, and this is Tommyinnit. Red because of his shirt. It's not like good versus bad. Although I guess that might be a thing. I don't know. So this is Dream. This is Tommyinnit, and they're just chilling out. They're just chilling out. You have like whoa, 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 dream, and then you have over here. You have like whoa, 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 on Tommyinnit. Okay. So you have that, and then they're just okay. So you're like, yeah, what about them? Well, I think they live near each other. I think they're next door neighbors. I think Tommy is American, and I think he's faking his British accent, and I think they're next door neighbors. So I just want to give sort of my reasoning for that. So I'm just gonna be drawing some stuff here, just better explain it. Just kind of giving you more of an idea of why, just giving more visuals for it. I think I'll draw like a sun, actually. Just giving a nice sun. It's slightly green, and I don't know if that's a world-ending event. I don't know what the sun being green would be like, but and I'll draw like a sky too, just some sky. So we have some stuff. So kind of like my evidence for it. Okay, so basically, Tommyinnit. He has the British accent, and he speaks British tongue, British. What about all British? I'm sorry. Why did I? Okay, wait. Let's do Tommy's hair. Okay. So British. He's British. I can do a slightly better British accent than that, but I'm not going to because I still can't do a very good British accent. So I'm just gonna do a stereotypical British accent because it's funnier. So I'm sorry if I offended anyone by that. I didn't mean to. It's just a British accent, mate. I don't know if that's actual British term. I know it's an Australian term, but I don't know if British people actually use that or not. But basically, I think Tommyinnit's faking his accent. I think he actually has an American accent because he's done an American accent before. So he says he's done like American accents before. So I think he just doesn't have the British accent. I think he's faking a British accent, and he actually has an American accent. So I'll draw an American flag. That's not an American. Okay, that's not blue. This is blue. Okay. So American flag. I think this is Tommyinnit, and then this is also this is not Tommyinnit. This is Dream. So this is Dream. This is Tommyinnit. Okay, so they're both American because Tommy's done faked in English. Tommy's done an American accent. I think that's his actual accent. So I think that's kind of why their next door neighbor. Well, that's kind of my proof for why Tommy is American. But my proof for why they're next door neighbors is I have a bit of proof for that. So one of Tommy's catchphrases is he always says that he's a dirty crime boy, and I'll just draw some like pig pen smoke around him to indicate that. So he always says he's a dirty crime boy, and if you didn't know, up until I think like 3 or 2 years ago or something like that, in Virginia, Virginia can be purple. In Virginia, like 2 years ago, it was illegal to curse in public, but it's not anymore. So if Tommy lived in Virginia, then he would be a dirty crime boy because he curses a lot. So he would be, he would be a crime. He would be a criminal. But I think it was only in public, but I'm sure that he probably would have cursed in public. But since it's not a crime anymore, he can say that without getting any kind of legal repercussions, really. So that's kind of why Tommy lives in Virginia. But for why Dream lives in Virginia is because he likes his privacy. So I think he probably would lie about where he lives. So I think Virginia is like a good good place for him. Also, the members of the Dream SMP, so like Dream, Tommyinnit, they both talk about President Barack Obama quite a lot. What color should he be? What color? Maybe like a lime. Okay, so they both talk about President Barack Obama a lot. So I think they kind of know him a bit. So I think they like knew him. So I think they both lived near the White House, but still in Virginia, because the White House is in Washington D.C., which is inside both Virginia and Maryland, but it's not. It's its own separate like area. It's not a state, but its own separate area. So like Washington D.C. isn't technically Virginia. It's just physically in Virginia. So it's like, this is Virginia, this is Washington D.C., and then this is the rest of Virginia. So that's kind of like what it is. And this is like Maryland over here, so like Washington D.C. extends this way. So that's kind of, so, you know, I think they were near the White House enough to be able to like visit their friend, their homie Barack Obama every now and again. So they got close to him, so that's kind of why they joke about him a lot, because, you know, they were able to, you know, they're friends, so they're able to joke around with him. So I don't know, it could be interesting. Maybe we'll see Barack Obama on the Dream SMP eventually. It would be quite cool. Like their friendship, they would already be friends, so it wouldn't be like that difficult to imagine. But I don't know if he will be. I don't know if there's any like laws against that or anything. There's probably not, but I just don't know if there's any laws against it. So I think that kind of proves that they both live in Virginia, because they're friends with Barack Obama, so they had to be like near Virginia. So I just want to clarify really quickly that I don't think they like moved. I think they've always just lived together as next door neighbors, and they kind of like helped each other with their careers a bit. So you might be wondering like, but how is Tommy with like the British YouTubers and like in his vlogs everybody speaks in British accents? Like why is that? Sorry, I just had to cough. My voice is dying. So what I propose, I'm not going to propose that the other people are faking British accents, because I think they are. I just think Tommyinnit, this guy, I think he's faking British accents. He's a British accent. So what I think is happening is, let me just, okay. So I think this guy Rambo, you probably know him. I think this guy Rambo, because he's part Enderman. This part is Enderman. We don't know what this part is, but it could be something related to Enderman, but we don't know. But this part that is Enderman, I think he gave Tommy some Ender pearls. That was the wrong eyelid color, but whatever. I think he's giving him some Ender pearls to go teleport over to the UK, specifically England, to go, you know, talk with and vlog with the other YouTubers, to talk with the YouTubers that are British, that are actually British, like Wilbursoot, Tubbo, people like that. And then I think when Tommy wants to come back, he just uses another Ender Pearl, like Rambo gives him 2, and then he just uses another Ender Pearl to kind of teleport back to the US. So I think that is kind of my, so I think that's kind of how he gets there. And I think for his other vlogs where it's just him and other people that aren't YouTubers but just random people on the street, I think he just asks them to do fake British accents, because in one of his vlogs there is somebody who just repeatedly said the word "in it," and I know that it is like a commonly used word in Britain, but it just seemed like he overused it, like he was stereotypically using it like I did earlier. I didn't use it, but I stereotypically did a British accent. I did a stereotypical British accent. So I think that's kind of like how why everybody has British accents and not just him. He just asks everybody else to fake them, or he just does it in post. That could be another possibility. Like he just calls up his editor to like fix it in post. I think that's another option. But I'm not completely sure. And then he like uploads it to YouTube and things like that. I'm not completely sure if he just edits it in post, or if it's or if he just asks the people to fake the British accent, like the people here. I don't know really if he does or not, but because Rambo is now in the UK, I think Tommy had to go with him. So like because that's how he gets to the UK. I think that's kind of like how. I think that's kind of why you see them both in the UK now. Like Rambo and Tommy both used ender pearls to get to the UK, and since Rambo was going to the UK, Tommy had to go to the UK, or else he wouldn't be able to go to the UK without like he would be stuck in America next to Dream. And my final point of evidence that might convince you is that Tommy seems to be really close with some of Dream's family members, even if he hasn't like met them yet. So like Drista, they kind of like connected really quickly. So I think that could be like an explanation for why, because I'm drawing the fork. Because there's an explanation for why, because if they were next door neighbors, they would already know each other. So it seemed like they kind of knew each other already. So that's kind of why I think they're next door neighbors, because it's like the main way that they would get to know each other very well. If they were next door neighbors, they would just know each other really well. And also, Dream's mom just seemed to like click. They seemed to click really quickly, which I think also kind of indicates that they were next door neighbors. And of course, if Dream and Tommyinnit were next door neighbors since when they were young, it's Dream's mom and Drista would also be next door neighbors with Tommyinnit. So I think that's kind of my reasoning for the theory. I think it's confirmed. I think Tommyinnit's American, and he's just faking a British accent. And I think Dream and Tommyinnit are next door neighbors. So if you disagree, you're disagreeing with science. I'm sorry, I don't make science. I don't like determine what is science or not. You're just disagreeing with science. So I would really recommend you not disagree with it. But I guess everybody has their opinion. You might think it's not science, but it's a pretty absolute science, if I had to be honest. So I hope you have a good day either way. And just remember that Tommyinnit is American. So now I guess we have to call him Tommy Isn't It, because he can't be Tommyinnit anymore if he's American, because we don't say in it in America really. So bye.